It's throwback week here at footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 8 preview between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Now let's look at some keys to victory for both teams, starting with Indianapolis.
The Indianapolis Colts pass defense will be put to the test this week versus the Tennessee Titans, as they will see some hurry up. They'll see some 4 and 5 wide receiver sets. They'll also see some backs leaking out of the backfield. So that's why getting Pat Anger back and playing an increased role this week is huge. And now look at the secondary. Will they be able to match up with those tight ends on the interior of the passing game? If they can do that, they can have a great chance to win this matchup. But let's go inside the lab and see how Andrew Luck can develop a rhythm in the passing game.
The Indianapolis Colts can build some passing rhythm for Andrew Luck by utilizing the stick route. And what we're going to show you right here is how they can run essentially the same play out of different formations, and it builds that rhythm, that passing rhythm for Andrew Luck, and also gets the defense to worry about the passing game, thus creating opportunities for you to run the football in the middle of that. So let's look at the stick route. Here's your basic concept with the stick route. You have this guy running the clear out route. Running back is going to go in motion here and go into the flat. And here's your stick route. Stem up this way, work 6 yards, 7 yards, and come back around and stop. You can either stop or you can go this way. And he's running his clear out route this way now. And Luck is going to take 3-step drop. This is a quick pass. 3-step drop. And he has this as his number 1, this is his number 2, and the clear out route being number 3. And the reason why this is impossible to defend, because let's say you have a backer up here or a backer here, and this is your strong safety. Either this backer is going to drive this route, he's going to sit underneath, creating this route open. Either this guy is going to drive this route, thus putting this backer in a one-on-one situation with this guy here. So it gives you a two-way go. It puts this outside backer in the bind. So let's see how we can do it out of the weak formation. Again, you motion the back over, snap it, quick out, clear out, stick route. Boom. Same here out of the shotgun. Same rules apply. Motion, run it out to the flat, clear out, stick. And you see where running the different formations but using the same play creates different looks. A lot of times you don't have to use 500 plays. You could just run the same 20 or 30 plays out of different formations. Gives you the look of multiplicity in your offense, but really you're dictating what the defenses does. And I think that's where Andrew Luck can have some success, getting the football out of his hands quickly with the stick route and effectively attacking the coverage of the Tennessee Titans.
Now let's move over to the Titans in this ball game. Ryan Mouton does a great job playing inside the box. When you see teams like Detroit, like Buffalo, go to 3 wide receiver sets or 4 wide receiver sets, he slides down in the box and does a great job in controlling the running game and also playing the inside receivers. And also Jordan Babineau, the strong safety, he's going to have his hands full this week versus those Colts tight ends. That's a matchup he has to win. But let's go inside the lab and look at that Titans passing game and how they can isolate the outside linebackers of the Indianapolis Colts.
The Tennessee Titans are facing a 3-4 defense in the Indianapolis Colts, and their main objective is to isolate the outside linebackers in the passing game. And here's how they could do so. The reason why these guys, let's say Robert Mathis or Dwight Freeney or Jerry Hughes, they want to get up the field. They don't want to cover. You have to make them cover. And the way you can do that, you can either widen out this tight end, walk him out. That way he's going to walk out with him, and now you just create an opportunity where you can either run the running back up here and continue to stalk him out this way, puts him in the bind. Or let's get even more creative. Let's say you want to keep him on the line of scrimmage, and now you just want to make sure you want to isolate him and put this strong safety in a situation where he has to make a choice. You bring your receiver out, run that outside route. Now you have this guy running here showing flat. Guy going up the seam, running flat, but breaks it back in. Not only does that put this guy in the bind, but it also puts this guy in the bind, and you're really isolating the outside linebacker. Why? Because if he's gonna buzz this way, this is open. You take this each and every day. If he's gonna try to ride this inside hip of the tight end, then this is gonna be open. And you also want to give your running back the option. If he sees this guy turn his head and he sees this middle linebacker kind of stay in buzz, keep running to the flat. If you see this guy drop in the zone, cut it back in. But either way, you're isolating the outside linebacker, putting him in a situation where he has to make a decision. And as an offense, either decision he makes will be the wrong one.
I think T.Y. Hilton has to be the next factor. He's the slot wide receiver for the Colts, and he's going to have to win those individual matchups to keep the chains moving on third downs. Now look at Jared Cook, the tight end, being an enforcer on the interior. Instant matchup problems for those safeties. Battles, again, that they will have to win in order to be successful. Let's look at the personnel breakdown in this matchup, and you see where the Colts have some opportunities. They can get pressure on the quarterback, but you look at the Titans, their up-tempo offense puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses. Overall, solid talent on both of these rosters. I like the Titans in this ball game. Chris Johnson is starting to find his groove, and I think the Titans will be able to run the football out of spread formations, thus creating one-on-one opportunities on the interior for the passing game and also creating gaping holes for Chris Johnson to run through. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Titans fan forums and Colt fan forums for always showing football game plan support.